All right. Well, welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Ragnamod 6. This is going to be a slightly different episode only because I have been live streaming it. However, I've been live streaming a bunch of different games just for the holidays and stuff like that. And to kind of cut through all the different live streams and put it together, I decided I'd rather do a kind of I guess update episode and show you what I've been pretty much doing. And it's honestly hasn't been too much, at least on this server. I've been working on Woot and to try and get the green dragon hearts from the dragon. If you create this D's Oracle block from Woot, you can see that it should show. Yeah, here we go. We should be able to get the green dragon heart from the Ender Dragon. So with that, we are kind of working our way to do that. Um, but we need to get the tier 5 machine for Woot. So yeah, so far we've made the tier 2 machine. I'll go through exactly how or what I needed to make it. But first, these Endermen all around my base that keep spawning are super annoying. So I am gonna create this sign right here. I did not realize this was a thing. But apparently you can create these signs and it prevents spawns within 8 chunks. 8 chunks? Yeah, 8 chunks of the sign. So I think I just need one. Hold on, let me see. How do I configure it? See, I don't know if these count. It might be something that we have to configure. I'm not sure. I'm hoping it it works for these guys. I thought I was gonna be able to configure it myself, but I don't see a way to configure it myself. Oh, okay, okay. So it looks like it's meant for the traders, which, to be fair, might be something we can do. But I'm wondering if we can add all those Endermen in there as well. I don't know. I don't know if I'll do that or not. I just wanted to see what that was about. Well, I tried. I tried. Back to our goal today. Like I said, I've been working on Woot. Mostly just trying to understand how it works. This is my first time messing around with Woot in general. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty much a machine that will auto-generate like mob resources based on there's a mob controller that you gotta create. So right now I just have zombies because they were the easiest ones to kind of get it for right now. And I needed to get one up. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And if you go through the quest line, it kind of shows you what you need, every little piece that you kind of need to grab, and they're all easy to make. They're all very easy to make. I have a bunch of pieces on me right now. So for example, they all require some sort of die plate, and to make the die plate, you have to make this die casing, which is any regular die put through a metal press with a die casting die, and then you get 16, which is quite a lot. And then with those, again, you put them in a injection press with some pure dye fluid. The pure dye fluid, you get that with this dye fluid, oh sorry, dye liquefier, where you put in red, yellow, blue, or white, or any mixture of those. For example, if you put in an orange, it'll give you red and yellow of the liquid dye, I guess. And then those four mix. Once there's enough to make a bucket, it will create a bucket over here. Or I guess it'll create it as you put them in. But yeah, you kind of want a bucket just that way you can use a bucket. Or I guess you can automate it and have it send those colors in there and after pump this into your system or whatever. You don't really need too much of it. At least I noticed you don't need that much right now. But yeah, that's pretty good to pretty easy to do. And then you also need this enchant liquefier. And then this one's a pretty cool one also because we have a lot of high level enchants available to us. Pretty much you put in any book with any enchantment on it, and then it will create this liquid enchant based on the level of the enchant that you have. So I think the for like to make the best out of it, I think just do a level 5 enchant, and I'm pretty sure that gives you 5,000 buckets of it, or maybe depends on the enchant, but yeah, and it shouldn't be too hard to do. And then you need that stuff to create a few of the other blocks. So I think, let's see, here we go. Um, yeah, so you need it to create some of these other plates here, which is just a Stygian iron plate, which is just a Stygian iron on a plate die on a metal press. And the Stygian iron is this Stygian iron dust, which is just iron with netherrack and soul sand. So we did a bunch of that last time, so that's pretty easy to do. And yeah, that honestly, all the parts that we have here are made of that stuff. You can see here, this one is brown dye, this one is pink and magenta dye, and this is all just regular stone. This guy is blue and light blue, yeah, and so on. So super easy to do, super easy to make. The hard parts, or I guess not necessarily hard part, is getting the mob controller. You need the prism, which the prism is any colored glass with some pure dye fluid, so that's easy. But you also need the mob shard. Now the mob shard itself, again, super easy to do. It's an ender pearl with a shard dye, and you put that through a press, you get the mob shard. But to get the actual mob controller, you have to take the shard and kill whatever entity that you want to duplicate in the machine. You have to kill it 5 times with it. And yeah, so and that's why for now I just have zombies there, because zombies were the most accessible to me at the time. Actually, I lied. The most accessible to me was the blaze, so I actually have a blaze mob controller here. However, based on the mob, I think the mob health and properties, you might need higher level machine. I think this is called a factory, so you need higher level factories based on the mob that you have. And the blaze requires a tier 3 at the minimum. And with the blocks that we have, all we could do is a tier 2. And that is because if you look at the quest book, or not the quest book, the Woot guide, we can go over here and go to the ingredients, no, factory tiers. So this tells you everything that you need for each tier. Okay, so all this stuff we can make with everything I just showed you guys right now, just the dye stuff. However, once you go to the next one, you need the Celadon block, which requires not only the dye, but you need the Celadon essence. And then same thing with, I think it was the, well, I guess if you go further up, you got the cerulean that requires a cerulean essence. And lastly, if you go to the 5th one, you get the bismutum. I don't know how to say that. Byzantium, I think so. Yeah. Again, you need some of those Byzantium essence. However, to get those essence, we can see, actually, let's do at Woot. That makes it a little bit easier. It says generated from the factory with the scale the summit perk installed. So these factories, each mob controller that you have on it has a perk slot that you can put on it. So we have different perks here, and these perks kind of they just help the machine process things better, or kind of, for example, in the scale of the summit perk will allow us to actually drop those shards at a percentage based chance. So I have, since this is a tier 2, the percentage chance is 10%. However, it looks like, based on what we have, because I've had this running for, I want to say 24 hours now. Yeah, so based on what we have, looks like the Celadon is the most common. The cerulean is somewhat common, and the oh my god, how do I say this again? Byzantium is pretty rare. We only have four of those guys, and I thought I might have maybe needed a higher tier to start getting these guys because I waited maybe an hour or so during the stream, and we had none of these. So I thought, oh, maybe we need a higher tier. So I was gonna come in and between streams or whatever and upgrade it. Um, but yeah, it looks like maybe it's just a waiting game. However, because if you look at the perk here, the chance increase goes up. See, I don't know the weight. I guess the weight is based on the three things. Weight is always one for that one. Yeah, so the higher tier that you have it, the machine at, the higher percent chance that you get the item anyway. So I think it's still good that we upgrade this guy. However, you can also upgrade the perk itself. Um, so this is a scale the summit 1 perk, then there's a scale summit 2 and 3. I don't know exactly. Oh, I see. I see. Okay, I see what's going on. So each level of the perk gives it an extra chance to drop the essence. So it technically doubles it. Or I guess gives an extra, yeah. So for number 2 it'll double it, number 3 it will triple the first one. So it gives it 3 chances. I see. Okay, so that definitely does help as well. So we want to do that. However, for some of these perks, they can only be applied to certain tiers as well. So let's see. Let's look at the quest book or the Woot book here. The Woot guidebook has been helping quite a lot. Um, so factory tiers. So we're on number 2 here. It says 4 times perk 1. So you can only handle the first tier of the perk. If you get it to tier 3, it can handle the level, so the tier 2 perks. Tier 4 can handle the tier 3 perks. I think that's what we're going to do. Ideally, I need to get the tier 5 because this is the one you can see here is the one that can handle the ender dragon. So we need, if you want to get the green hearts, we need the tier 5 factory. However, we don't have enough of the Byzantium stuff right now. We only have 4 of them. We can only make 2 of those blocks, but we need 8 of the blocks in total. And it's possible some other stuff here requires it, maybe not. No, it does not look like it. Okay. So yeah, we just need 8 of those blocks. We can only do 2 of them right now. So we're not there yet. So to speed up the process, to make sure we get enough of those shards, let's go ahead and make a tier 4 factory. Okay, so I've been looking through the quest book to see, not the quest book, the Woot guidebook to see what blocks are needed extra. So this is what we have right now. And then if you look at the tier 3, all we have to add is the 24 Celadon blocks and the 8 Practicus caps. And then if we upgrade to the tier 4, the same Celadon and Practicus caps, we also need the 8 Cerulean blocks and the 4 Exemptus caps. So it shouldn't actually be too bad to make this. So because if we look at the caps, so we needed 8 of these ones. I guess we do need to make blocks just to convert them. But yeah, we just need 8 of these guys, right? And then I think that also gave us an extra one, didn't it? I think it did. So I should have just done one first. But that's fine. That's fine. And then we need one of these guys. Let's just do one for now. Where are all my diamonds? Diamonds, where you at? You can just do this. For now, I'll do one. I need 4 of them. Can I convert another one of these? No. Okay. There we go. So we got 4 of them. So we got the caps, and then all we need are the celadon blocks, which require light blue dye, and the celadon essence, which we have, and we need the cerulean blocks, which require green dye. So let's go ahead and get that done. That should be super easy. So light blue. All right, so we already have some light blue dye casing, and then we just need the green dye casing. So just grab some green dye. I just need like 4 of these, to be honest. That's more than enough. And then we bring them over here. Might have to change that. Looks like that is the wrong one. Yeah, that's a plate dye. We need the die casting die. And then we just gotta make sure we move our magnet ring and then just drop these over there. And there we go. We got a whole stack of green die casing. And then again, to convert these, you put them in the injection press. I'm just gonna do, actually, I don't know how much I need. Let's do 8 of them for now. That might be more than, or yeah, let's do 8 just in case. And then I guess I do need some pure dye. All right, so now that we have enough of the pure dye, I got some with the bucket, and then we can put it in the injection press, and that should start making the green dye plates that we need. Actually, let's do 4, and let's do 4 of you. I think that's hopefully good enough. Actually, we might need more of this one. We'll see here. We'll see here how much we need. So let's double check here. Woot guidebook. We needed, yeah, okay, yeah, we didn't need that many of the green dye, but we need a lot more of the celadon ones. But that makes 4. So let's see how much we have. Celadon, we got 16. We needed at least 2 more. Hulk smash, what is that? Craft celadon block, nice. So I think we need 2 more of these. I think that's enough. Yeah, that's 24. And then same thing with these guys. This just needs 8 of them. So that should be more than enough. There we go. So I think we have everything to actually upgrade this to a tier 4 now. We can accept these guys. We get some random food. Anything good? Theater box. Nice. And a chocolate cake. Craft cerulean block. Okay. Cool. New food is always welcome. Let's put some stuff away for now though. Let's guess I'll keep you on me for now. And okay, so this is another thing I did not show you guys. So to create the multi-block, there is this layout guide that you can kind of place, and it'll show you like how the layout is supposed to go. So here we go. So by default, it'll show you the layout for the tier 1. If I right click it, it'll go to tier 2, and then right click again, it'll go to tier 3. You can see that it shows the ghost blocks of the tier 3 stuff, and upgrade it one more time is a tier 4, and so on. And then last one is a tier 5. So yeah, so that layout block is actually really cool. And if you want to know the dimensions, it is actually 10 blocks tall and 7 wide is the biggest, I believe, unless I miscalculated. If I did, whoops, I'm sorry. But that should be it. However, once you have the layout ready, and you place down the heart is like the main thing that you need. You don't really need the layout guide anymore, so you can pick that up. And then once you have the heart, if you have this intern, it's like a hammer that you create from it. You can use this to actually auto build the I guess the factory for you. So I believe, oh, one other thing, I have block reach on my chest plate, and that kept messing this up because you have to shift right click to change the setting. and yeah, it wouldn't work because it kept thinking I was trying to hit a block. So you saw that I changed it from so there's validate and then there's build. So I changed it from build 2 to the build 4, the Exemptus, and then I can just right click on the heart and it will start placing everything. The only things it does not place, okay, you got to remember this because I was confused for a little bit. There we go. The only things it does not place are the actual mob controllers and this basic Cognitus cell, or this cell could be anything actually. So there are 4 different ones: the basic, advanced, premium, and ultimate. Pretty much this is what allows you to input the fluid that it uses to actually run the factory, and that fluid is called Cognitus fluid. So that's another thing we haven't talked about yet. But now that we are at that point, this should be a tier 4. Yep, tier 4. So now that we're at the point, I guess that we can talk about it. So this Cognitus fluid, this is another piece that you'll need, and actually this is something that you should automate once you have it ready, and I already have that done. But pretty much this Cognitus fluid is required to run the factories, and it's made by a few different options here that you have. The easiest one and the one that I went for is the redstone here. So redstone along with this purge fluid, it makes 1 bucket. Okay, and the purge fluid, this is again super simple. It's just water with any mob drop, and I went with the ender pearls only because we have a ton of them, and it actually makes 4 buckets of it at once. So that is the best option. So I'll show you where I have that automated here. These 2 guys right here. So this guy has the water ender pearls making the purge fluid. You can see here I have an exporter for water. In the back I have the exporter for ender pearls, and in the bottom is pulling out the fluid, the purge fluid. If I can just grab it, or you know what, if I do that, there we go. It's just importing anything. I do have a detector here to stop importing once we reach a certain amount of fluid, because I noticed that we were filling up on it, and actually yeah, we were filling up a lot. It's going down slowly now, but yeah, you don't need that much like to be kept in the system. So I think I left it at, I think 10,000 buckets or something like that, or 100, I don't know, or 1,000 buckets, I can't remember, something like that, but way less than what we have right now. And then this guy here is importing the purge fluid. In the back it's importing the redstone, and at the bottom it's exporting or pulling out the Cognitus fluid, I think it's called. I also noticed actually I'm not sure if you guys saw, I think I might have cut that out at the beginning, but our system keeps turning off now. This guy uses a lot of power. These 2 guys use a good amount of power. I think each craft is 1,000 RF. So yeah, they use a lot of power, and during the day it's fine, but at nighttime they drain our power system for sure. So I'm gonna have to upgrade our solar panel soon, or maybe go back to another power source. I'm not sure, we'll see. But yeah, we'll see. It also depends how much we use these the Woot systems with, like if we use it a lot or not, I don't know. They seem pretty cool, they seem pretty useful, so we might actually use them a lot. So we'll see. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That's what we've been working on. You can see here now we have the tier 4. So what I could do now is actually upgrade the summit perk to a tier 3, was it? I can't remember if this guy can do tier 3 or tier 2. Tier 3. Yeah, tier 3 perks. So I can probably upgrade all of these. I don't know if these are, let's see, how do you upgrade them? Okay, yeah, they're all separated. Okay, so we got to make these These guys right here, the Magnus plates. Oh, one other thing before you try this, I try to put 4 scale the summit 1 perks on this guy, and it just doesn't work. It'll only detect 1. Okay, so it only detects 1 of each perk type, it looks like. So that's why I changed it up, and I added the Feeding Frenzy perk, which speeds it up, the Rampage perk, which technically speeds it up as well because it doubles the mob, and then the Treasure Island, which updates the loot that you get, so you get more loot or better loot. Alright, so let's go ahead and make these things here. So these Magus plates are just the iron plates with 30, I just realized that's 30 RF, and then liquid enchant, so that's 3000 liquid enchant. Alright, so for the liquid enchant, like I said, we just need books to make it. So what I do is just go over to my library that we have, anything that we have a lot of, like say like impaling, for example. I get like a tier 5, and that should give us a decent amount of liquid enchant. We put it in the enchant liquefier. Where's the book? Here we go. So we already have 1 bucket in there. I'm gonna pull it out just to see how much we get with this guy. We get 2500 with it. Okay, still not bad. Still not bad. So let's get more of these books and let's see how much we need, because we're gonna need, at least my goal for now is just to get this guy, and we're gonna need 3 of them, and that is 3000 per, so that's 9000 of that liquid, enchant liquid. So for now I just got 12,000. That's enough for at least the summit perk. So let me do this. I gotta drain you out. Yeah, this is one tedious thing that is kind of annoying right now, is because I gotta keep draining these guys out, like the injection press, because I guess I could make another one, but I'm too lazy. There we go. And then do this. All right, so now we can put this guy in here, and I think we need 1 more actually. 1 more plate, because we need 9, right? I guess while that goes, let's get the diamond. Get that started, because that's gonna take some time. I'm pretty sure, unless I did it wrong, but we'll see here in a sec. Grab you and drop you off. Yeah, that's going. That's taking some time. However, we have the time in the bottle. Let's speed it up a little bit. Okay, so I don't know what I was thinking before, that I needed 9 of these, but I just need 3. However, I still need the 9 buckets of the liquid enchant, so that's fine. I don't know why I had to make the other iron plate. I didn't really need it, at least not right now. But we're about to get this one. All right, there we go. We got the 3 Magus plates, and we can go ahead and make the Scale the Summit perk. All right, and to make this guy, sorry, to add the perks, you right click it on the perk block here. However, since this one already has a perk, if you break it, you will get the block and the previous perk as well. And then where's the block? Oh, here we go. Then place the perk block back, and then right click with the new perk that you want to add, Only level 1 perks can be added to an empty upgrade. Wait, what? I'm wondering if you actually have to make all of them in order. That might be what it is. We might have to make the tier 1. We got it. And then to add it, you got to make... Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Well, I learned something new there. Alright, now we have the right ones. The Adeptus plates. There we go. Now we can do that. We got the tier 2 summit. And then you right click on it. There we go. And right click the third one. There we go. All right. And it takes a second to update here, but there we go. We have the level 3 scale the summit. So we should be getting those essence a little bit faster now. Again, I don't know if it will be significantly faster where we'll see it. But our goal is to get, I think it is 12 of these guys. Let me double check. So if you want the tier 5, we need 8 of them, which requires 4 for 2. So 4 times 4, 16. We need 16 of them. Yeah, we're seeing the other ones go up again. The chance of the last one is just, it's a lot less, so you won't, I don't think we'll see it here. But I could try to speed this up a little bit. So it does keep up. I don't know if it'll keep up here though. Oh, it does. Wow. Yeah, we can see this guy go up. That guy went up. Still nothing on the Byzantium. Yeah, so that might take some time. And because it will take some time, I think that is gonna be the end of this episode. I really enjoy you. Well, it's really cool. I like it. Very different. Nothing I've really done before. Um, yeah, I like it. Anyways, that is gonna be it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I think what I'll do is in between episodes, we should be able to get the stuff for the tier 5, and then I should be able to get a Ender Dragon mob controller in here. I don't know if having different, see, like for example, if I can break one of these guys and put the Blaze guy in here, right? There we go. I don't know if having higher tier mobs increases those chances. I don't think so. I feel like it would tell me if it does. Wait, did I put the wrong one in? No. One of these. Oh, there we go. That's the Blaze. So we should start getting. Yeah, here we go. We got the Blaze drops right here as well. Yeah, still no Byzantium essence. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I really did enjoy it, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good one.